Hey everybody, it's Alexia from Mystic's Path, back with another weekly energy video for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now today I would like to talk about the full moon that we have taking place tomorrow, Tuesday the 16th. And this takes place in the sign of Capricorn. Now Capricorn is a very sturdy and structured sign. And Capricorn really likes to do things the right way the first time so they don't have to go back and redo work that they've already done. Capricorn is also not one to procrastinate. So this is a very good energy to be in when you are looking to create something or work on something. Okay, and what I'm seeing for this week energetically is the feeling of needing to make a decision and being at a crossroads. Do you stay on the path that you're on? Do you kind of go this way? Do you go to the left? Do you go to the right? Do you stay where you are? You are at the point of making a decision. And there is energies of manifestation and ambition within that. That is what I'm feeling for this week and for this full moon. Now, when we get into how do we need to work with this energy for our best benefit, the first spot that we get is what foundations do we need to lie right now for success? And we get the Two of Swords in conjunction with Yagu. And this is saying that you are in a place of mental fog right now. You can't really see what it is that is going on in front of you. You can see the situation, but you can't see the whole big picture. You may be able to see the breakdown, but you can't see why there is a breakdown and what needs to happen or what is trying to work out of that. So you kind of need to be able to come to this place where you can take this blindfold off. Maybe your environment is a little chaotic. Maybe your mental space is a little chaotic. Maybe you're going through some depression right now or a lot of high emotional feelings because we are still in the energy of Cancer as well. But you need to be able to come to a point where you can center yourself and gain the clarity that you need to see the situation for what it is and then begin to protect your vision. Now, Cancer is also big on protection. And when we have, just because we are talking about the moon does not mean that we have to factor out the other energies that are going around in our atmosphere as well. So really coming to terms and stepping out of that foggy mental place, coming into clarity, see what's going on in your life from a real authentic level and where it is that you need to go. Those are the bricks that you need to lay right now, right in this moment. What is it? Center yourself and figure out what are you not seeing clearly and what needs to be seen in a different light, okay? And then protect that, protect your vision. Not everybody needs to know what it is that you're going through or what it is that you're trying to build, what you have going on. That's not everybody's business all of the time. And you don't have to feel bad about keeping secrets when you are trying to go and develop yourself and move on farther in life, okay? Now, where do you need to apply patience at this time? And we get the King of Wands as well as Centera. And this is saying that you are very passionate about what it is that you're doing or what it is that you think that you are going to do, but you don't see the reward coming in. You don't see it, or if you do, you don't see it as quickly as you would want to. But we must remember that just because we have decided to do something, just because we are passionate about something, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to come right back to us as soon as we decide that this is what we want to do. Or just because we've been doing this for the past year, that things are just going to be coming to us in just like that. Okay, we need to remember that the more we are dedicated and the more we are passionate about something, the energy builds up and the universe sees this energy building up and will respond. But when it's low spurts of energy because you haven't been going on for a big amount of time or you haven't been working on it and you haven't really been getting your name out there or your business out there, that your reward can't really come in until you have built this energy up to a high level and then you start seeing the return. I'm not saying that you're not going to see any return, you just may not be seeing the return that you expect to see or the end goal return. Don't let that stray you off from where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do. Keep going, because the more energy you put towards this and the more energy that you put out there, the more you are going to in turn receive, okay? Now, what long-term plans are calling you? And we get the Knight of Swords as well as Legba la Flambeau. And this is saying that you have already been starting to develop what it is that you want to create, and that you have started working a plan. But what it is, when we get into this and we are looking at Capricorn energy, we need to understand that our plan needs to be foolproof. And that does not mean that we plan out the whole entire plan from start to finish right now. It means that you are looking at where you are and what steps do you need to take to get to what you are trying to create. This means that we are doing our research. This means that we are really focusing on our mental state and really knowing what it is that we need to do without error to get to the point of creation and what it is that we are trying to create. We're not figuring out the whole plan. We're not figuring out the whole system. What is it that we need to do right now that's going to put us one step closer to our end goal? Capricorn is not a fast-moving energy. When we're looking at Capricorn, we are looking more at the energy of Pentacles, which is slow-moving. Things need to be worked. Things need to be molded. Things need to be created in a physical way, and you can't just do that all in one time. We have to have plans. Sometimes plans change. Sometimes things don't work out the way that you have expected them to work out, and plans need to be tweaked. We need to leave our plan open to that and look at what it is that we need to do for our next step right now, for the here and now, to get us one next step closer, one solid step closer to where it is that we're trying to go. Okay, we're laying bricks here. We're not trying to build a whole building in one day. Ambition. Where do you need to think bigger? And we get the Three of Swords as well as Mambo of Petro. And this is saying that you have really been letting your emotions and the sadness that you feel get in the way of what you're trying to do. You've been a little bit derailed and not as focused as you would like to be, but you're kind of almost in this depressive state where you are maybe feeling the lack thereof motivation, or just not care because of these emotional energies that are presented to you that you have been focusing on. This also means that we need to watch what it is that others are saying to us, as well as what we are thinking, what negative thoughts we are thinking here, and kind of getting past that, because our ambition can't come through when we are in a foggy state mentally and emotionally, and we need to think past where we are emotionally in the here and now, because where we're at emotionally right now isn't going to serve us or isn't going to factor 5 years from now when we are looking at our end goal or having all that we have wanted to create. You're letting your emotions and what others are saying to you, or your negative thought processes, factor in and come in and kind of knock you off your square to where you can't really absorb this ambitious and motivating energy that we are feeling this week. So be open to that. And I'm not saying to not feel your feelings or not to give credit or not honor what it is that you're feeling and that you're thinking. I'm saying to be open and to be mindful that this is an obstacle in your way and it's kind of serving you a disservice, and to be open to kind of get out and get motivated, find your motivation, find your ambition. It's not serving you to sit in a place of wallowing in self-pity. And I guess those are always the words that resonate with me when I'm kind of feeling the energy of being stuck and in a depressed state. But kind of getting past that and realizing that these energies just aren't serving you anymore. Now, where do you need support? And we get the Wheel of Fortune as well as Taibonage. And this is really saying that you feel like you haven't really been going anywhere, or you're chasing something that you're never going to get and you're running out of time. Maybe you're getting too old. Now, these are all things that we feel that society has put upon us, especially that we feel that we are getting too old, for one. And two, we also need to know that Spirit is walking with us, and you may not feel that you are getting to where you need to go, or that you're not moving anywhere, you're not going as fast as that you thought you should be going. But things do take time, and just because you are not at your end goal or you are reaping all that you feel that you need to reap or that you deserve does not mean that you are not getting closer to the end goal and you are not getting to where you need to be. Now, I really just feel that we need to come from a place of mental clarity and really focus on getting things done the right way and having patience, knowing that just because we are not getting or have all that we have expected to have created or brought to us at this time does not mean that we are not moving forward. It does not mean that we are not getting closer to our goals. So just really be mindful of that, and really be mindful of where your emotions are and where they're leading you and where they are taking you at this time, okay? Be mindful of all of this, and I really hope that this spread has been helpful for you. And if you have any more questions or feel you need a reading for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to set something up with you guys. Everybody have a great day.